Double rainbow, man. It's another one of those days, man, where if it wasn't for the government, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. So I'm out of hours. I cannot sleep. What's going on over here? Good idea out here. There's rattlesnakes out this way, so you don't want to be walking around in the dark. They're less active at night. They're probably hiding under a rock somewhere to keep warm. So it gets cool, pretty chilly out here at night, usually. Snakes don't like the cold. I don't know what the temperature is. I don't want to kill the APU to find out. But yeah. If it wasn't for the FMCSA rules, hours of service rules, because I didn't really want to shut down here, but I was, trying to make the best decision as far as parking, because I see these guys all the time just pulling into truck stops and out of desperation and not finding parking, just have to park it, everybody's way. And so I've always tried to do my best that if I'm going to be parking at a time where I know everyone else is parking, that if I can do it without affecting the load, I'll park a little early so that I know I have a place to park legally. But when I shut down, it's like I had plenty of energy. I could have gone another 7-8 hours. I had done about an 11-hour day with all the sitting and stuff. I only drove 9 hours, but I worked 11 hours. And there wasn't much between here and the end of my clock as far as parking. There's one or two other truck stops, 2 of them in Santa Fe, 3 of them in Santa Fe. They were already showing full at 5:30 this afternoon. Like I say, man, I'd rather be restless and driving than restless and stuck. But that clock says I got to sit here another 5 hours and 45 minutes. This shit happens too often. It happens so much, especially as I get older, and I'm finding I need less and less sleep. When I was younger, I needed a good 8-10 hours of sleep for me to be worth a damn. The next day. It's like these days, if I get an hour or 2 nap, I feel like I can just go and go and go. You'd think it'd be the opposite, right? The older you get, the more you need sleep. But really, for me, it's everybody I've ever talked to is like the older you get, just start not to need it. And hell, you can't get it when you want it. Just kind of blows to sit somewhere like this. The energy to get some work done and make some money, but instead I got to sit here because Uncle Sam says I can't do otherwise. Explain to anybody how this is making anybody safer. So instead of 1 20-hour day, I'm going to end up having probably closer to a 36-hour day. I mean, maybe I'll be able in the next hour or two to crawl back in there and close my eyes and get some sleep, but there's no guarantee of that. I've already tried for the last 3 hours to go to sleep. That's just nothing you can do about it. Well, update you guys in the morning. Everything's good. the road. Definitely want to be checking your lights and tires and stuff like that on Blitz week. Now, I am going down a lot of back roads today. Hopefully, we won't have some freaking road checks set up for me out on 54. Again, my truck is good. I just checked it over. There's nothing wrong with it. But something can happen between here and there. The light bulb could go out. I just checked all my lights. They're all working. Run over a nail on the way out of the parking lot. I ended up only getting like 4 hours of sleep, and I slept in another 3 hours. Actually need to pee. Figure out where I'm going to make it to. I've got 5 hours left I can drive. So try to get as close to Burns as I can. I still don't know what my next load is, so I don't want to leave too many hours on the table today and screw up the next load. So until I find out what the next thing is, and I'm not going to screw that up, I'm just going to try to burn up my clock. I mean, I'd be happy with shutting down here. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but I mean, I'm not drowsy or anything. I'm gonna go in this truck stop, use the bathroom, and see if they have any freaking Rain-X, because I can't find any anywhere. It's annoying. Now he's backing out in the middle of everything because he's too lazy to back in. He has no idea I'm here. If I wasn't paying attention, he could just run me over. I wonder if they know that everybody thinks they're stupid and that they're a douchebag. Who knows? No Rain-X, but I did find me a toy. I haven't had a slingshot since I was a little kid. They're only like $5. I was like, that's cool.
already. I got one shot out of it. See what kind of damage we did. It's kind of weak sauce. I have to get some ball bearings. They fly straighter. Oh, random rocks don't really fly straight. They kind of go wig-wag. I got it though, third shot. Can't find any more good rocks. Pick up my garbage. What a fabulous truck stop. I'm sure we can pull it out. Still have 15 minutes to kill. I got my next load. Picking up out of St. Joseph, Missouri. Did a quick little turnaround up to Orange City, Iowa, which is just up the road from Lamar's. Saying that that's where all the long loads come out of, so they're trying to get me back up there so I can get another good load out of there. So I'm gonna try to get up to like McPherson. There's Love's there, Kansas. Let me see if there's any parking there. If not, I can go up to Salina, see if there's any parking there. And if not, you get the point. I'll start looking for parking in McPherson, and I'll stop when I find parking. And then go and run this thing in early tomorrow morning. The next one picks up tomorrow afternoon in St. Joe, and then it delivers anytime as soon as I can get it up to Orange City on Friday. I got to delete all my footage from the last video. I filled it up. Anyway, by like Friday morning, I'm already going to have 2,000 miles. So I have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. As long as they give me another load that can deliver by Tuesday, it'll just add on to my miles for the week. So looking forward to a good first check, my first or second check. Only going 64 down the highway. Get through town, dude's going 10 over. So I can't get around him. I'm gonna catch right back up to his dumbass. And I'm gonna be stuck behind him. Because he wants to blow through town and creep down the highway. That, my friends, is a steering wheel holder. Didn't give a shit about anybody else on the road. Get stuck behind him, going 63, 64, and 65. He wants to blow through town going 10 mile an hour over the speed limit. That town was 30 mile an hour town. I was going 35 trying to get around him. Oh no, can't let that happen.
See, this dude right here is doing what you should have done, which is he knew I was going faster, let me around him before the end of the merge lane so I could get on ahead of him. I'm done playing games with these morons. I got enough time. Next place I find to stop, I'm stopping. And I got enough time to get there, get unloaded, get down to St. Joe, pick up this next load. I'm tired of fighting with morons. That dude in front of that guy, you know, in the passing zone went 72. Yeah, as soon as we got back on the 2 lane, 64. Just how soft or hard this is. Bit of a shithole. I think I can get back here without ripping a mud flap off. I'll go back a little further. It's pretty solid. Well, if it's solid or not, I thought I'd go out and walk it. I don't want to park where I'm at. In people's way. About 4.5 hours from Burns. I'd like to get further, but these back roads in the daytime are just a freaking nightmare. You know, I'll get out of here at 2 o'clock in the morning. There won't be anybody on these damn roads. I can get on down the road without having to fight with every freaking dipshit that wants to go 55 and a 65. In a car, that's not a big deal, right? You can fly right around them. In a semi, it takes, you know, 2 miles, 1.5 miles at least, even at 10 miles an hour over there, what they're going. If they decide not to race you when you get over in the left lane, which for some reason people think that's a good idea. It's a freaking nightmare. I like old back roads when you're not trying to get somewhere, but when you're in a big rig and you're trying to get some miles in, running these back roads in the daytime are just shit. And it's not like there's a lot for you guys to see. I'm in freaking Kansas. I mean, if you want to see what Kansas looks like, go in the kitchen, make you up some pancake batter, fry it up, look really close to it. There's Kansas. Add some, I don't know, green onions or something for the grass. I don't know. That's what Kansas looks like. There's nothing here. I actually like Kansas because when you get on the highways, you can really get some miles in, and there's not a whole lot of big hills and stuff to slow you down. And the weather's nice, as long as it's not like tornadoes. They have everything. They have hot weather, cold weather. The only thing they don't have is hurricanes. They have earthquakes in Kansas too. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I guess I'm gonna have Subway again tonight. I'm back to my 1 meal a day, which I hadn't done in a while, but I'm trying to slim down a little bit more. I want to get back down. Before I hurt my knee, I got down to 220. No, I got down to 219, and then I hurt my knee and was like, you know, couch ridden for 6 weeks, and I sat around and gained 25 pounds. It happens quick, but I'm trying to slim back down, so I'm back down to 1 meal a day, and then at least 2 days I'll fast completely and skip a day. It's the only way I know it works. I mean, I can go out and wear myself out trying to get a bunch of exercise and then have to work all day. I do try to get some exercise in, but to me it's just as easy to fast. So just fast, but I haven't eaten since yesterday evening, so I'm a little hungry. I'm gonna grab me a Subway sandwich, hit the sack. I don't know if this no sleeping shit is a blessing or a curse, because I mean it feels like it's more of a curse because I have to sit here for a 10-hour break either damn way. And I still got to get up and go to work, which I'm not tired. It's only a 5-hour drive. If I need to, I can catch a nap between delivering this load and picking up the next. If I need to. Probably won't. It's only an 80-mile drive from where I'm going to where I'm picking up next. But I've had 4 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. Just keeps happening. See if I can't use these little stubby windshield washers, because it's nasty. That'll get me to the next truck stop anyway. I remember I did my pre-trip this morning. I saw that I was getting low on washer fluid. I had 4 of them in the freaking cargo thing. I just forgot to do it.
Oh, my windshield wiper just broke. This is a really crappy place to do it. I just left the truck stop. I can't turn around. Just fell down in the cowl there. I don't think it broke, it just came off. Let's see. Alright, we're good. Cones had been hit, knocked over, all up in the middle of the road. I barely had enough room to squeeze through. That first car, or the second one, was a cop. And he just straddled one of the broken down cones and just kept on driving. Protect and serve, right? He couldn't have put his flashers on and removed the hazard from the road. Really went through me, man. That would have been a perfect description of protecting and serving people, because somebody's going to come through there and panic when they see that cone in the middle of the road and swerve and wreck, and he could have done something about it and just chose not to. He has emergency flashers. He could have set them up. There's some more right here. Couldn't be bothered. Something happens all too often in the trucking industry is I don't have all the paperwork I need for them to unload it for some reason. They need something called a COA, which when he said that, I was like, I don't know what that means. And he just kept talking like I knew what the hell he was talking about. So, I mean, not reflecting on these guys at all. It was just an awkward situation where I handed him the bills. You got a COA? Like, I don't know what that is. Like, well, we need that before we can get you unloaded. And the other guy starts talking. It's like, he wasn't even supposed to be here until tonight. I was like, and they just kind of kept talking. I was like, dude, I still don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what COA means. I've never heard of that. I've never delivered a load of fish before. I don't know what the hell that means. Apparently it means certificate of analysis. Has something to do with the moisture content. It's like, I imagine it's pretty wet since how it's in blocks of ice. It's frozen in water in blocks of ice like that big. I mean, you saw them earlier on in that last video when they were loading it. Big old chunks of frozen fish. So I imagine it's pretty wet. And he's like, yeah, it's funny. But we're waiting on that. I gave him my phone number. He's acting like I can come up with the papers. Like, dude, I don't have a fax machine or a printer in my truck. So if they're going to send it to anybody, they're going to send it to you, not me, because I don't have any way to receive a piece of paper. And it's like I called the broker. They're working on it. Dispatcher's working on it. And he called the people I shipped it from, and they're working on it. The question is, why in the hell did they not give that to me at the shipper? That should have been known. Like, they gave me a bill of lading. That was it. They didn't give me no certificate of anything. I was on a load going to... Is it even picking up in St. Joe? No, Council Bluffs. Tyson, Council Bluffs, over to Rochelle. It's not that far out to Rochelle. Let me do some math here. I gotta roll around this parking lot at 5 miles an hour when they finally call me for a door. Anyhow, we'll see. That works for me though, because that other load was kind of crap as far as miles. This one's 500 miles. Let's 17 plus 500 is 2,200 miles by Friday. That's great. If they can get me one or two more little quick loads like that over the weekend, I'll be sitting pretty as far as my next paycheck. But I'm gonna lay down and go to sleep until they call me, because this is my break now, sitting here waiting. So if I go to sleep and they don't call me for 4 or 5 hours, I'll be happy with that. As long as they get me out of here by 2100 tonight, so I can go pick up this next load. That wasn't a long nap. Running until I can get the thing washed out, so it doesn't stink it up like fish. It doesn't stink in there right now, but there's some fish stuff in the floor. If I let it get hot, anybody that's ever gone fishing in the summer in Oklahoma or anywhere else knows what a hot dead fish smells like. So no, but I'm pretty sure what you said was I better not be doing this or that. I mean, there's other ways of saying it.
imagine this will be the end of a video. I'm not sure how many videos I have in the last 2 days. All I know is I need to go to bed, and in 8.5 hours I need to be up and rolling to get up to Council Bluffs and get this load. So no time to edit shit today. And the next video is going to have to be limited because I'm running out of space on my phone.